Hi, welcome to Soul Centered. My name is Ariella Halevi, and I'm the co-founder of Soul Centered and also the director of healing in our Center for Loss, Meaning, and Healing. And we just want to welcome you in and describe and tell you a little bit about ourselves today and the services that we offer.
And I'm Baruch Halevi, also known as Rabbi B, the other co-founder and Ariella's husband. We have started Soul Centered, again, as a pathway through loss and meaning and finding healing. And my role is really the director of Soul Centered and focusing on loss and grief, guiding people through that. I have a program called Spark Seekers, Mourning with Meaning, Living with Light, based off of my book. And so that's my focus, where Ariella is more of the healing. And we meet in the center around soul and meaning.
Right, so I offer programs for all people called Divine Body Wisdom. And so what I do on the healing and loss level is to help people really connect to their body and soul wisdom so they can heal at a spiritual, physical, and bodily level and emotional level. And we find together that when we take our holistic services and combine them, it creates for a really transformational experience. We also offer really a holistic number of experiences through retreats, trainings, workshops. We both see one-on-one clients, and also we lead small and large groups together.
We have these retreats, we call them experiences, and we have different experiences. We have the grief experience, which is pretty straightforward. It's helping people move through grief. And the soul experience, really, which is more of a general healing kind of experience. Both of these are grounded in Kabbalah and Jewish mysticism. Being a rabbi, that's the soil from which I come from and we both live within. But we have always been practitioners of best isms out there, all kinds of them. Buddhism and mindfulness meditation practice, and Hinduism and yoga. Ariella's a certified yoga instructor. I'm a passionate advocate of spiritual direction, which grows out of the Catholic tradition, and the list goes on. So this is not a religious center, it is a soul center, and we're just very interested in best practice from wherever it comes from.
Agreed. And for the past 20 years, this has been not only personal but professional passion for the two of us, and really a dream come true in terms of working together and serving our greater community in healing and meaning and loss. It does stem from, as I said, both personal and professional. I realized about 25 years ago that I was living my life really on autopilot and was just reacting to life. And in response, I had a number of emotions that were stored in my body from childhood and from just living. Through poor body image, through autoimmune issues, digestive and adrenal issues, I learned that every emotion, all the emotions and all of our experiences are really stored inside the body. Our body is never left behind. It's really just such a huge piece of who we are. And so from that personal, and then also guiding and leading women and men, especially through an experiential emotional release through the body, I have not only really thrived through an intensely hard loss in my life, but also taught other people how to survive and thrive through loss and healing.
My journey is very different, and we all have unique journeys. Mine began when I was 15 years old, my conscious kind of adult version of my life, thrust into it after the suicide of my paternal grandmother. And then watching my father descend in his life, ultimately taking his own life, as I've written pretty freely about in my book, Spark Seekers, about 15 years ago. And through this, I realized that there's a better way. There's got to be a better way. And that's confronting what I call the dark Ds that our society doesn't want to deal with. Death and depression, divorce, disease, all kinds of dark emotions and experiences where we just kind of push them off to the side and we don't deal with them. And Soul Centered is really about putting at the center these important and difficult conversations, but then moving through them, drawing upon something greater than ourselves. Call it whatever you want, spirit, we call it soul, that there's always a soul within us that's untouched, that's whole. We can move through anything if we can tap into that place of wholeness, of soul, and draw from it meaning. There's always meaning, or sparks, as I refer to them, of meaning, of possibility, of potential, even divinity and blessing in the darkness, whatever we're going through. So Soul-Centered is a place for us to convene all of this work and to bring people together, because we're both very passionate about community. For 20 years, we built synagogues, congregations around the country, and it was always about community. It doesn't matter where you come from. We wanted to create a place and a space where people can meet around soul, and that's what Soul-Centered is all about.
Feel free to contact us, and you can reach us at
mysoulcentered.org.
Namaste.
Namaste. Peace.